truly appreciate you so much for keeping it a big deal, and that is keeping it Rico TV every Monday to Monday. This is the People's Agenda that happens to run on your screen every Wednesday 10 to 11 p.m. with I, Mordecai Muriisa, Martin Jr. What do? We happen to let you know about what is making news across the entire world. Of course, starting with our beautiful Uganda, spread our hands to East Africa, then the whole world. And current affairs is one of the key things that we truly make sure that you join the dots and letting yourself know about what is happening, more especially in the beautiful 256, that is our code. So I truly welcome you on the show. But now we're going to be focusing on the Kampala city. You all know about, or you've heard about the Kampala Capital City Authority. Now, what do you know about the Kampala Capital City Authority? Kampala Capital City Authority, commonly known as KCCA, is the legal entity established by the Ugandan Parliament that is responsible for the operations of the capital city of Kampala in Uganda. It replaced the Kampala City Council, commonly known as KCCA. The affairs of the capital city of Kampala have been brought under the direct supervision of the central Ugandan government. The city clerk, formerly highest financial officer in the city, has been replaced by the executive director, or was replaced by the executive director, that is Jennifer Musisi Semakula. This one is answerable to the Minister of Kampala Capital City Authority, Betty Olive Namisango Kamyatuliyomwe. The elected mayor became the Lord Mayor, now a largely ceremonial position. In addition to the politically elected councillors, the expanded KCCA Council has members from the following different professional bodies as full voting members. These include Uganda Institute of Professional Engineers, Uganda Society of Architects, Uganda Medical and Dental Practitioners Council, and Uganda Law Society. As of June 2016, the key officials were responsible for KCCA affairs, and these were Betty Olive Namisango Kamyatuliyomwe, whom we've talked about, Cabinet Minister of Kampala Capital City Authority. Since June 2016, that was Bernard Namugwanya, and Minister of State for Kampala Capital City Authority. Since 2016, Erias Lukwago, the Lord Mayor of Kampala. Since 2011, Sarah Kanyike, the Deputy Lord Mayor of Kampala. Since 2016, Jennifer Musi, the Executive Director of Kampala Capital City Authority, and that is since 2011. So there's a lot of things that we can talk about the Kampala Capital City Authority as a body that is responsible to or for the Kampala city. But now we happen to be in a situation or at a time when there's a lot of questions that should be answered. You all know, it could be tuning on your radio, TV, and what you read. The demolition is due. At another time, you will be reading traders in Kampala are complaining about the electricity bills. And another day you will tune on TV and the complaints will be coming from the garbage collection. And these are questions that should be answered by the KCCA. Well, this question cannot be answered by I, neither you, but those people that are responsible or who are in the Kampala Capital City Authority as a body. And now today, I'm joined up with a very awesome gentleman who is going to be letting us know his name and what he do, and the conversation is going to surround Kampala Capital City Authority.
Thank you, Mordecai. It's good to see you. Yes.
How is Kampala Capital City Authority?
Kampala Capital City Authority is fine. Yeah. We are doing our best to ensure that we deliver services to the people of Kampala. Indeed, as you put it, we administer the city on behalf of central government. And when you talk about administering, it's quite a big word. But to break it down, we are responsible for infrastructure development in the city, meaning we build roads, we build drainages, we light up the streets, we clean the city. That is why sometimes they used to call KCCA or KCC, then Kasasiro, because we are in charge of collection and ensuring that the city is actually clean. We also supervise education services in the city. We have schools which are under us, government-aided schools, about 79 schools. We also supervise health services in Kampala, in addition to planning for the city and the day-to-day operations of Kampala City.
Right there, to me, you are the person who needs no introduction,
yes.
But then to a person that is viewing.
Yes, thank you, Mordecai. My name is Peter Kaujju, and I am the head of Public and Corporate Affairs at Kampala Capital City Authority. So my critical role is basically to coordinate and build a relationship between KCCA as an institution and the people that we serve. Oh, that's very awesome. I truly appreciate you so much, because actually you're doing the work that really favors me as a Kampala resident. Yes. Thank you so much. Well, let's start with 2015. According to the notes that I really have, that is in 2015, KCCA Deputy Director for Public Health, Dr. Daniel Okello, said they had licensed 3 private companies, under which other willing private companies can affiliate to do garbage collection business. Yes. These included the Nabu Abdil venture, which was given 2 zones after dividing Kampala into 7 zones. Yes. Then Home Clean Services with 2 zones, and Kampala Solid Waste Consortium with 3 zones. Yes. Now there's a very big conversation that will be needed to be broken down. Why the fussing, we could even say the fighting from people about who is responsible to collect garbage. With our knowledge, the president came out and said of recent that the work should be done by KCCA. Thank you very much. Yes, like I clearly indicated, we are in charge of sanitation in the city, meaning the environment should actually be clean. We generate on a daily basis as the people who work and live in Kampala over 2,000 tons of garbage on a daily basis.
2,000 tons?
Yes. Wow. And what is collected is about 1,300, meaning there is more generated than can be collected as of now. So KCCA has a fleet of about 45 trucks, some of them old, and we are only able to collect up to a given percentage. And so we restricted ourselves to collecting from public areas like schools, like health centers, and then it is also within our mandate that where we feel we are not able to execute the job because of capacity issues, then we are at liberty to actually contract an agent to do for us that particular service. So in line with waste collection in 2015, we did advertise calling for companies that had the capacity to collect waste on behalf of KCCA. And indeed, we identified 3 companies that we felt had the competencies, although we had so many that applied. We had over 10 that applied, but some did not have the capacity in terms of trucks, in terms of the human resource. Yes, so we identified Nabu Abdil, we identified Home Clean, and then Consortium. And these ones were given zones that they collect. And when we were actually on a tour with His Excellency the President recently, he actually asked what exactly happened. And the Executive Director explained the circumstances as I have explained. So we love to see a better city, and our critical role has actually been sensitization and engagement, that as you want your sitting rooms to look neat and very clean, and so we want Kampala to be, because Kampala is actually the capital, the commercial and administrative capital of Uganda, and so we would want to have it clean. So it's within the law that we can appoint somebody to work on behalf of KCCA, and so far we think these people are doing well, because we review their performance on a quarterly basis, and our engagement with the public has been, yes, you indicate that you pay taxes, you pay what, but also the solid waste ordinance of 2000 puts the responsibility of a clean environment, of a clean area to the generator of garbage. So if Mordecai lives in a home and he generates garbage, that responsibility is on him to ensure that this garbage is actually not littered, it doesn't end up in our drains, but it is properly and safely collected from there to a point as appointed by KCCA. Yes.
Talking about waste disposal, waste management, is the focus put in urban centers?
Yes.
Then in Kampala. Then let's talk about those suburbs. Are you putting more emphasis on them?
Yes. Kampala has 5 divisions. And in these divisions, our resident population, these are the people who reside in Kampala. They work and live in the city. Our population is close to 2 million people. And then the day population, people who come and work in the city and then go in the evening, combined with the resident population, we come to about 5 million people. And so when we are doing the planning for any activity in the city, we plan for everyone that is in the city and in all our jurisdiction. So when we are planning for waste management, we're actually planning for everybody, including from KCCA, the central business district, to the parishes, to the village levels. And so we all have one landfill where we take this garbage. But the landfill, which has been running since 1996, is actually due for decommissioning. And so we have bought land as KCCA over 135 acres, where we want to build a waste-to-energy plant that will stop just taking and dumping garbage where it's dumped in the landfill, but also generate some value out of it and produce energy. So that's where we are dedicating our efforts on. But to answer your question, we plan for everybody and for all areas in our jurisdiction as KCCA.
Oh, that's very awesome. Then there's been complaints from some people about how much is charged for your waste or your garbage to be managed.
Yes.
Others are saying that is too much. Actually, others are resorting to some few individuals who do these kind of jobs or work around communities.
We set the rates for the money paid for the garbage generated, which is collected, and we gave these conditions to our concessionaires. And we indicated that for an individual, for the residencies, it must be a maximum of 3,000 shillings per month. And that's the minimum. And then for the entities like commercial entities, it's also up to 30,000 shillings. That's the money we set out to do, to collect for the people who are collecting garbage, to collect from our residents. And we stand by that. We do monitoring and we keep following up. We have advised our clients that should anybody ask you or overcharge you for that, waste is measured in liters. So should anybody overcharge you, please contact us. And we have actually shared these numbers, that we have a toll-free line. Should anybody have any complaint, not just only waste collection, but should you have any other issues, you call us on 0800.
0800.
Yes, 99.
99.
Quadruple zero.
Quadruple zero.
Yes, that number is actually toll-free. You can reach us without paying any money, and we'll be able to respond. We use it for people that have complaints. If you see anybody dumping or littering, you can call us on that. If you're being overcharged by the concessionaires, also call us and we'll be able to actually respond. And some people have called us and we have responded. If it is noise pollution, because again, I'm sure we'll talk about it, but people complain about noise coming from the neighborhood and all that, we also set up a very clear number, which is 0794 66 33 33. You're able to call us so that your neighbor doesn't inconvenience you and deny you of sleep because of making noise. So we've been available. and also engage with the communities. But the biggest problem there on waste management is people engaging in indiscriminate dumping. We have built drainage channels, but just a little drizzle or a little shower, you will, if you stood at or along in the drainage channel, you will see all the kind of waste that comes in these channels. You will find water bottles, you will find broken plastics and all sorts of waste, which is a big problem because it clogs the channels. There is no smooth runoff, and that ends up in the road, and then you'll see people starting to complain that the roads are flooded. Yes.
Well, talking of health, sanitation, there's some roads where you reach and you feel like you can just stand there because of the smell. It would be a blame probably of National Water and Sewage Corporation. I don't know. But then let us relate it to what you do as KCCA.
Yes.
Are you the one responsible? Because there are so many places that I've been to and you find sewage.
Yes.
And you're like, who is responsible for this?
Yeah. Management of sewage in Uganda is actually responsibility of National Water and Sewage Corporation. However, we work with them as partners, and so where we find broken pipes and areas that are overflowing, we quickly engage with them. We've also set up very popular platforms online, on Twitter, Facebook, and those hotlines that I was sharing, and people are able to coordinate with us, and then we also relate with our partners for quick action. But at times it's actually action of us humans. People even have what we call flying toilets in Kampala. They help themselves in Buvera, in buckets.
I like how you call it flying toilets.
Yes, others call them mobile toilets. So when darkness comes or when rain comes, then they are able to throw them in the drainage channels or sometimes on the roads, which is a menace. At the end of the day, you have illness coming to attack the whole community because of an act of one irresponsible resident.
Oh, very awesome. Talking of complaints.
Taking a short commercial break. When we return, we have so many things that are actually of national interest, if I may use that word, because we're talking about residents of Uganda. And now we are going to be looking at the complaints of traders in Kampala. And where are these complaints coming from? It is from the electricity bills. Let us take a short commercial break. When we return, the People's Agenda continues.